for everyone about Pinax live updates. I had mamo Abrano ne Abrano Bia or Pinax Studios. So we have a lot of updates. I had mamo a year and we are enumerating. ATBB will be a message or better say. Now was stay here with us. Now the updates do na kasa e the abro. Now first of all, the updates no the everybody be what to say. Yes, there's some small scale miners be to Kwanya Australia. Or why the bebremo and Dr. Kwame Nkrumah so Chris Hesse ne form no akasa ne personal photographer no so recommended Nana Jane her excellency. What is he saying? You be call honso na yakwa akwaje honso so ntremu dia but na gold board CEO Sammy Gyamfi so dia betudwa say nkofuko bi ana omo ye illegal trade of gold nyame adom omo ensa aka omo so updates yi ne de keka ho bebre ye de bebre mo ene enwumre awia enwumre ama munyina mo so mo nsa aka bi ama mati. So first of all yenko gold board update free hoba ye te say last week no ye de betu ye nyina yenim say enkofu bi omo trade gold illegally e Ghana ha say ya the gold boss CEO now or Trey said this is one of the biggest men say Bibi Omeshia since the inception of a gold board. No, this is one of the biggest illegal trade of gold or more to me a share or more edi hujuma over 100 kilograms of gold 100 million Ghana cedis and the omo ayachi omo ye screens you see omo ye de betu dwa say there are suspects omo trade gold illegally Ghana ha say now one of ejumako bi omo efofori mu one is NK Benak gold dealers omo ehu ebon mu and a Rafmo omo so no omo ho ebon mu gold board de betu dwa say ye hia sankofo we pa ni mu animu ya ye de a bounty eto omo chi so people have cashed out because according to Sammy Gyamfi gold boss CEO no che say ye man tip off okochi one of them Winneba Junction Abdul Razak Seidu kochi no Winneba Junction and a Benak and Nkrumah ono so NK Bernard omo adwuma ko ni bi omo workers ni bi ono so ye che no takwa and Ibrahim Aremiyao ono so is part of Rafmo and that is the update that we have. Yes, so on our screens we have gold boss CEO Sammy Gyamfi Esquire announces the arrest and prosecution of suspects linked to Rafmo Gold Limited and NK Benak Enterprise over 100 kg of gold worth 100 million Ghana cedis smuggled within 2 months. And yes, this is one good news that people are really talking about it with the fact say there was this huge bounty on them. And the conversation out there is yes, people have cashed out, and the gold boss CEO is also a happy man now because said this is one of the biggest illegal trades since our mobile. Yes, or matching for or matching galamsey for bebre, but we any dear as soon mupa enti a man be asem kesi enti 100 million dear you 1 million the amount as bounty and I just say who say yes except fata say wow obey a whistleblower no ye de sasika no. So on our screens gold board places 4 suspects on wanted list for illegal gold trading. Whistleblowers to be rewarded a bounty of 1 million cedis on each suspect. Please call the toll-free lines and share information to share information of their whereabouts. And to check here, okay, can you know man? I say you want nipa bese and so na emu miensa de ye din kan achi omo na ye din kan de omo mfoni eto screens no so no na on say uye deals na it is from Ghana for ya to the foreigners no omo eto no krom ha no mafa kwati kwan so e de akọ amonone no omo akọ akoton enti trade ne basa na say illegal trade ne basa ye chi de owo Ghana ha no na ye hwehwe the foreign traders no. So with the gold trade no we have the private traders who most of them now are Ghanaians, and then we have the foreign traders omo no ya na omo ye foreigners omo beto ha no omo smuggle edeko outside. So on our screens We have the 4 people are almost also still now. They are on the run. Gold board, they said they are now on their wanted list. The first of all, Mohammed Afsal Puthalan. Ono Edin Ewoho. And then we have Abdul Karim. Ono Susu Ewoho Nifoni. And the Honani Mohammed Mandoli Rafik. Ono Susu Din and Ewoho. And the last person, I want to the MC Yenya Nifoni Sadiq Abubakari. Ono Susu Ekanipa 9. Omaka. Gold board CEO Sammy Gyamfi said, now these people are wanted. Now, Yensha Mohammed Mandoli Rafik, no, and the description and the age, he's in his late 40s. Indian nationality, place of birth, and the ne kasa okano oka English. Na yenim se ni de Onigana ha or Dubai, believed to be hiding in Dubai. Now, dear Pote, now I and who for instance, yes, the above named person is wanted by the Ghana Police Service and Ghana Gold Board for the alleged offenses of gold smuggling, illegal gold trading, among others. Any persons with information on the whereabouts of the said Mohammed Nandoli Rafik should contact the nearest police station and or the Gold Board head office located at 1 Thorpe Road, Accra High Street, a former Bank of Ghana head office. Yes, so Mohammed Nandoli Rafik, he's part of the 4 that is suspected to be gold. Then they smuggle it outside the country. So that is the first person. Then we have Mohammed Afsal Puthalan, the date of birth 24th February 1993. He's also an Indian. Place of birth, Kaloth, Kerala. Language spoken, Oka India, Kasa, and English. Now, also, yes, he is believed to be hiding in Côte d'Ivoire, Togo, Dubai, or traveled back to India. And when you said, or was Ankro and 9 Ayabubo, either say, or Côte d'Ivoire, Togo, Dubai, and I said, Wakonu Chrome, or come back to New Chrome, India. Now, also the NSA, the above named person is wanted by the Ghana Police Service and the Ghana Gold Board for alleged offenses of gold smuggling, illegal gold trading, among others, any persons with new information. So yes, Mohammed Afsal Puthalan, you should contact the nearest police station or the Ghana Gold Board head office. Former Bank of Ghana head office and a Gold Board head office currently. So that is Mohammed Afsal Puthalan. Also ne ho ensem ena yede ababe tudwa no nti ono so kanipa 9 ye hwehwe omo sesie na ya chi omo foreign traders a omo smuggle gold no illegally from this country na omo de ekọ amanoni no omo kọ na omo koton. And yes, since inception 5 months into a gold board no yet say I started running. This is one of the biggest illegal smuggling activity or more etimi edi hujuma. One of them are locals nibi cheno Winneba Junction no. The person was holding about almost 10 kg. 9.5 kilogram of gold and then one home value it is over 10 million Ghana cedis and then omo edi juma. Now gold be Alberton, just as we have a cocoa board no, it has to go through a Ghana Gold Board way and amount for bebre eka honsem say gold board nearby they are supporting illegal mining because omunya gold do na so the free illegal miners no ho him say yes Gold Board CEO ababonten ababe church mu there, but I mean yes, this is what people are saying about a Gold Board. Enti yanko na yanko tie Gold Board CEO Sammy Gyamfi ne nsema odi tudwa about nipa miensa ya chi omo ene nipa 9 so a de omo to wanted list so a foreign traders ene private traders yanko tie nsema Gold Board CEO odi tudwa.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, we've gathered here for a very simple exercise. As you may be aware, Our beloved country, Ghana, is a blessed nation. We're endowed with a lot of natural resources, and one of them is gold. And these natural resources are supposed to be harnessed and leveraged for the development and transformation of our country. This is one of the reasons why the Gold Board was established, to promote sustainable mining, ensure that as a country we are able to derive optimal benefits from our natural resources. But in as much as we need gold to get foreign exchange, to improve our reserves, our balance of payments, our currency and all that, we must do so in a responsible manner and in a way that does not negatively impact the environment. This is why the NDC Mahama government has time and again indicated its resolve to fight the illegal mining menace, which is a threat to our collective survival as a people. So that menace is destroying.
Okay, and see a Gold Board CEO Sammy Gyamfi na yekuti no nensema or the tuja about a year nipa miensa yachi now. Yes, people are talking, say yes, Sammy Gyamfi is working or ye juma ya who say in as much as people are tagging him with a year galamsey in sense some say galamsey and a boy a Gold Board ye who say yes, he's working behind the scenes no or more boy MIA chichi or more omudi eye gold no ehu dwadia enko ye emfa emaena yenhwe yes, so we still have our wanted list on the on our screens now. Yes, so now people are really talking. What is people saying? Said na yehu say aban foforo no omo wa aban mu metimi aka say we're not seeing some of these things. Yes, na enhyehyɛ ni ho say yes, gold sales no through a gold board. All right, but now you some of these arrests, yes, we could see say now omo ye adwuma ewo sites they are trying to, I mean, at the point ankasa omo try so omo ye illegal mining on bet you omo, but say you know people are talking say is it the right thing say they don't go to a source nankasa because ye betia President John Dramani Mahama wama 9 months ono ankasa de betu just say omo suspend omo dealings ne kakra. Why? Is it because no crese illegal miners no omo support Gold Board intina yama omo jai omo adwuma omo ye na now ne some of the betu about 9 months so ne say omo ko out na omochi from more license ni nyina until oma suspend you. But yes, people are saying said this is not what we expected from a year 9 months. We yenim say ye oma ba to a year prevent a year anti they are therefore anti illegal mining and also operations squad ye omo ba and nti then all of a sudden you suspending a year or more edwuma omudi. Now on the other hand, Gold Board is also supporting 9 months. This same group of people are President Dubetu just say no more operations kakra due to no. What is coming from a Gold Board towards 9 months? A Gold Board are more 5 pickups enum asa more 5 million Ghana cedis. Edi akanwa omo edi eye adwuma. Yes, this is 9 months National Anti-Illegal Gold Mining Operation Squad. Omo ejumedi omo dino a Gold Board a support you omo with this. And you know, and as I share amount for us to say, what is this money really going to do? Is it true that illegal mining back a Gold Board kakra? That is what people are really saying at the background. With President John Dramani Mahama and also Edin Sembetuja Bebre about a meeting with the press. Jubilee House, a course. Now, what is he saying? He has also mentioned the fact that some small scale miners are omo Ghana has say omo de omo eba Australia. And how is this going to happen? Say they have received an invite. Outside said mining no whether it is small scale or men can say or however that they are doing it. Ye ama aboase omo say ensase. Now, people are talking about the fact that why is it that the former NPP appointees, why are we not going after them? Because we know of Akuffo Addo on his side with Japa deal, Baso for a gold and Sensem, and alongside with Jankroma. Omobisa said, why is it that the gold board, why are they not going after these people? Is it that omo evidence is so? And I said, then and so because Yabekaya aban for front de she be by ewi eche ye ko reveal mu nsensem ye hu say I said enche da nye ade e be bo man ni bebre. And there's a lot of questions going on. Say, okay, gold board that bay, and come back to go back. No more confusion. Some bebre more now. Also with the NPP now. Almost starting because most of them we can go after them. You better show me say more. You better me who say yes, and near maybe with their trade with gold and kasano. Omo afa kwan paso any trade even with mining nangasano. Omo anko amanfa kwan paso ene 2 yenti ebetimi aboa so we can recover all these gold course so with NPP aban with Akuffo Addo ni Jankroma, all these people are not omo involved in yanko na yanko share. First of all President John Dramani Mahama ni nsema odi tuja with gold mining.
I never expected or I never deluded myself that the fight against illegal gold mining or galamsey was going to be an event. I mean, definitely, there's no magic wand. The decay has eaten so much over the last 8 years that it's going to take a lot of work to be able to overcome it. And I didn't expect that in 18 months we would declare victory in the fight, as the livelihoods of about 4 million Ghanaians is on small-scale mining. And so it's going to be a process. It's not going to be an event. But we will not give up. We have a determination to get on top of it. The gold board was introduced as part of reforms. And if the gold board was not introduced, I mean, those who were taking the profits from the small-scale mining sector were the foreign traders who were taking that money away. In 6 months, we have exported over $6 billion. About $4 billion of that money was going to go into the private or foreign traders. And so the first thing is you shut the stable door so that the horse doesn't escape, which is what we've done. So if it's from illegal sources, it's from legal sources. At least it's our land that is being destroyed. So let us get the benefit of it instead of foreign traders. So that's the first thing. But if you go and read the gold board law, it has a requirement for tracking and tracing. And as I speak, the gold board is working with an organization to put on a track and trace system. And so they're going to see those who have legitimate license requirements so that they can assist them in responsible mining, so that we can buy that gold off them. Once we do tracking and tracing, it's in our interest, because then we can export under LBMA, and we'll get more profit from exporting under LBMA. So the gold board is not just about buying gold, it's also about financing responsible small-scale mining. And mind you, small-scale mining is not illegal in this country. It's provided for in our laws. It's just that in many cases, we've not even trained the miners about what responsible mining is. You just see anybody who gets an excavator just goes anywhere and starts digging and washing. But small-scale mining takes place in Australia. It takes place in Canada. And so as I speak, we are organizing a trip for the Small-Scale Miners Association to Australia. Australia has given us an invitation to bring them to come and see how small-scale mining is done without destroying the environment. And so that's something we're going to take an advantage of. And the Gold Board is leading, and the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources are leading that charge.
Okay, and President John Dramani Mahama and your cotton and what Ninsema or the Tuja, especially about a gold board or Muju Mediankasa or the mobile say or more deal with the fact that a year $6 billion of a year gold yetimi enya and home faswa yetimi enya within 6 months. Abandadano mreso yentimi enya bibisa with all a year loss I the buyer with L162 nina the buyer abandadano mreso yentimi enya bibisa, and the fact that a year with a year $6 billion yenya free a year gold move within 6 months no, and yet the institution of a year gold board now can move 4 billion. There's a Ghana benya move 2 billion per no pen and kabeba Ghana for hona way and a Ghana for the donor so kasa bebre who say yes, if we are gaining all this sikaya yan trying to share a year infrastructure do donor mu na intime emboa ye na. Next on our update, what is happening a year in the NPP or more court, what is happening there? And some bebre so prior to a year January 31st, a year or more primaries or more elected a year or more flag bearer going into 2028 elections. Now what is happening? From a year some group or more NPP, what are they saying? Almost say, I mean, the kind of a year campaigner, a year penifoni yes, they are trying to erase their own legacy. Omwangasa omuniema papa omaje with a year Kennedy Agyapong any a year Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. This person is trying to put all of them together and talk about the fact that they are erasing a year their own a year legacy. On the side of a year Kennedy Agyapong, and also the name Sembebre Ababetuja. He's talking about even some people coming out say, oh, we have ideas. Yes, some the ideas are more. Yen nearby, you bet me the NPP. Any of my Ghana ejine ye. Yes, ideas there. Dodwana ensu will be. And yes, Dr. Brian Champon and so any a year honorable ya or say educhum omusu omunina omoho and sem aba. Dodwana kase. It is not good. Say omube told that kind of line. Say omube go omunina hufin. Now almost your montumago ewa bontain trying to bring about a year obia and the faults because yes obia bo ejuma said your year ni bia in the past governments, most of them omunyina ejuma both for the good people of Ghana and the NPP party as a whole. But say what do we see? You say as a omanya she because you an internal election. Yankoni a year from most of them, what are they are saying currently, because it is coming from both camps. Ubon's a Dr. Brian Champon and Kofuaba, they are talking, and when they speak, you could feel say they have one particular target, and I said the other people are omo a year race in omo ye come home some out him say yes and pa. At the end of the day, you could see say NDC for also to baby omo list. Come 2028 campaign the Baswa. Whoever comes out, they have a lot of staffs against that particular flag bearer. And what a year Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and the other MPP team, what they are saying.
Say Dr. Baumia Timwa, Dr. Baumia also call it Nechita for to order. Say Kennedy Agyapong has to call his supporters to order. Say Dr. Brian Champon, Kwabena Agyapong, but I think the party should take it up.
But Uncle Council, Nippano and supporters of Becassa, yet Tatam and Kofu.
Nina no credi. You see, me hey. Some air. Say Bia Samba, mechanism of some sican.
A woo.
Say Yanasa, and ye foku. Usua would done a dino and rano. Ebema and less a would be dear. It will determine how people respond to you. It will determine. Because she said, me dad, me tiasie. Na me tiasie so da. Say a juma sa a run numu ya with the omuesi with the party enemy. Aye. Oso maso party. Obia one and so. Obia one inform so no. But do you want to tell us and the power my nyina, the refi nyina?
wan so nkasa nkyerɛ machi taafo no sɛ mama nka bi ho asɛm bɔne
sɛ nipa bɛdi no kra me mfa nkɔ akyi in this region if our constituency chairman will be very honest asetena Dr. Duchum no mutnai me I know ebia nyo munyina but I can say on authority majority of them school placement teacher recruitment non-teaching staff recruitment what I say in the last days to election a year per t-shirt over 150,000 Dr. Baumia as flag bearer party in run a campaigner yenya resources say that you can say bia e buy any pay kodi omu sama fa anya adwuma but say on not say so provide no he did his utmost best or not from the bia what Canada Agyapong has done over the years it is there for all of us to see. Dr. Brane Champon financially he has supported the party not from the waye Kubala Agyapong a selfless leader now if you do internal elections you want to rubbish all these things now them form so ba kum yenu bi oye no now for ko to no have you asked yourself say so 10 cents of foko na be na de beba
maybe I come there.
They say they are 10 cents of 1 10 cents of 1 what was also about out there? Why are we doing this to ourselves? And then Dr. Duchum na ye coalition ye didn't give fans education ye why ye ne wan when ye nia ye try ho be kase wa anya hwe na ye internal election ni e ko 2028 ya and I'm going to change this in this oil. Charlie, we can't continue to do this. Now,
okay, and 70 be NIA Koko Tia. Yes, they are talking about the fact that these MPP for ya or master here or more say panier going into 2028 elections. Yes, you could see say there are some group of people they really want to see these candidates more flag bearership position. No, they come together and fight together. But you say now. And they are talking about and Sembonia probably see in the past government and MPP Numuankasa going into 2024 elections and someone ACC Wankasa Hun is na entry no they are really talking about the fact that more going into a year 2020 8 elections. Now what are the grassroots? Next update what are the grassroots of a year NPP? What are they saying? What exactly are they saying? Now they are giving out a very stern warning. Say omon person who say obi ejina baby akwa jisika or the eba beto aba. And see, this is what a year the NPP a year omo grassroots no omo can a year about a year honorable Kennedy Agyapong omo who say nyame betua obi aka nipa bia obekwa jisika say empo to about the etia honorable Kennedy Agyapong no omo behwe na omo enenedi enko tie exactly what some of the grassroots are saying about this. Okay, and see, what updates no, so still on in the camp of a year, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, and what are they saying? The grassroots, Eddie Abetu just say, in fact, Nyami Betu Obiaka, obi obeji sika na watu aba ede etia Honorable Kennedy Akuffo Agyapong. This is what they are saying. Na enu na manfo bisa enye say all the candidates so mo ba bonten say yento aba ma omo a omo nyina omo fa sika ma ubisa ebi mu si facilitation omo de mo say de ba bi ho a also fa car ne ade no okoto aba ebi mu so be didi ebi mu tu kwan from baby omo wo as delegates and some omo beto aba. This is what the grassroots are saying, trying to tell us say grassroots na nga so omo MPP mu ne ko mu hu ne say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong nka omo pe say oba na ohwe party na nkasa gina ho say oh yenko na yenfa ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nti yenko ne tie what the grassroots are really saying yeba yebedo mu asuko na ye de emunsa mebredi abremo
MPP fo muntie yare mo bia sika ye mo bia sika se koto aba no fati obi ase ha obi asufre Honorable Kennedy Agyapong monko to abane ma Honorable Kennedy Agyapong na party no emfa ne ntamapa enfra monko to aba ma Honorable Kennedy Agyapong na party no emfa ne ntamapa enfra ose Kennedy Agyapong we a wonim wa hu mensam sika na obekwa akogye sika ato aba de tia Honorable Kennedy Agyapong Nyankopon obetua woka esanse wonwene Ghana ho eyinya ya tisika so na okom de ya ni bio monkoto abanfa ma ne Ghana fo ahwehwe amanfo ahwehwe se Honorable Kennedy Agyapong imbebuebu enwuma omo man ni munyo na ye ho ntoyen yare mo obi a bribe ye ma obi biara bribe Kennedy Agyapong ma obi biara bribe monko to abanu mfama Kennedy Agyapong Ghana first pow.
Yes, and see some of grassroots nibi na ekoti omo sema omo edi tudwano, and this is pointing directly to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, because a lot of people are saying say caught into 2024 elections. No, he was able to provide a lot. I mean, from the MPP for Nankasa omo ensema omo kan say omo ko election and I say omo ko ye campaigner. Omunya resources they said Omunya 2024 no. What is that saying? Because it looks as if say yes, the resources no by in abundance. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was able to provide. Otimi ma amount for ma I mean ma amount for any G yes mama wage way to kakra me. I mean facilitation was there. I remember amount for sikasem dodo na course wa ma people feel say enunti ejina so ma to abama no as a flag bearer or sa course so they call campaign ni ma NPP a yehu said the economy. People have the feel say yes Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or the insertion bottom a bibi so asika won ho pa going into 31st January election no and in sabetimi aso bibi mu edi ama amanfo ama matimi agina so ato abama no nti wei and ama grassroots for do na aba abonten omo che say no debi this coming election there enye te say adano de no enti ye behwe say ye be make sure say sikasem bia embebam emfa emma other delegates nti yenko na yenkonkwohwe our next video on this particular story na ye beto aso de amamu.
Na ye day na uko yi flag bearer onuwa na catch consequences mako aduasa otuminya zero. What we did that? Otuminya zero consequences mako onuwa na catch otuminya zero ewo ho ehu rutina alaji kasa na okan shake kasa okan say ahoden no eni safa no da ahoden no ewo ha me de me kan me si na chi enyedu se na chi edu a ko boa doma no na yakotamale by election yentumi ko by election watamale because n'akyi enyedu na ɔde di n'akyi akɔ kilometers from Tamak so ɛmoa ɛno nti nea yɛka ne sɛ alupire na ɛkɔtetɔɔyɛ no na awerɛho nti saa abatoɔ no MPP foɔ sɛ yɛnkɔ ɛnyɛ nɔkorɛ da ɛyɛ nkuguo ɛna ɛbɛba ɛsiane sɛ yɛwura Mamudu Bawumia n'akyi nyɛ du ɛwɔ serem.
Okay, enti enkomo a yedi nkan di ya yedi kyerɛ mo no eno bi na yakɔhwɛ ho video yi, and this is what the people men kan say omo yɛ campaign edema candidates no, this is how they talk. We yɛbɛhwɛ enkomo ben na no odi, he's talking about the fact that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, one on the other side, he's a northerner, ono ankasa ni krom a ogina esenka yento aba within 30 polling stations omo anto abanama no. Enti what again ebetimi akyerɛ say going into 2028 obetimi egina ede ato aba ede amayen yen nyina ebekai how MPP mpanifo na nkasa ba abonten to talk about partisan politics. So mugina abonten you don't have to talk about, I mean say tribal politics. Ebi muso use religion kyerɛ say we nkramoni we oye Christian ebeye den yama obi a oye nkramoni aba bedi so any ade. This is the kind of commenter if we some of the supporters any oma omo kasa edema candidates no efri omo ho eba na way and na MPP for do na are talking about it. So this is not how we want it to go. Because some aspect in the there's another aspect of it that tries to unite the entire party as NPP. As I go ahead to unite Ghanaians as a whole. And to say started with this kind of ethnicity at the by campaign more. Going into 2028 elections, and see this is what most MPP penny for Nangasa Ekasa Edifa home. Coming from the camp of Dr. Brian Agyapong, Honorable Yaose Educhum, and so a camp. Any Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, and a camp and I Yekoti and Semi CCA at the Bay. No, Omunina, they've been warned. Say almost custom how they come about with their campaign stories and as a campaign messenger, or they are trying to pass across to the delegates and the NPP team as a whole. Now, next on updates, Obi Beka say during 2024 elections. MPP Babontin or Mokasa Dodo now to say they are speaking against Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, your founding father as Ghanaians. With some comments via a free Napoho during their campaign. People were really talking about it. Say, hey, now Dr. Kwame Nkrumah na sabi mudin enimu echi from Sano because why are there pa? Because at that particular moment he was trying to compare the past 8 years of Nana Addo Akuffo Addo's to that of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Now, what is the latest update with the other side, which is the NPP towards the NDC towards Dr. Kwame Nkrumah or Sergeant for Kwame Nkrumah. Her Excellency, Professor Jane Nana Opoku Agyeman, were making move be, and the move no, he went to the personal photographer of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah or Sergeant for the personal photographer. Okoshia no ni di nkomo or ni se bebre oni ni di nkomo bebre. Emma personal photographer na kra bo na baso bebre. So na yenko hwe that particular video no. Na yebesa aba na yedi mu enchemu bebre no so e de abremu.
Your name is not something that is missing in our history. And our major reason for being here, apart from thanking you for accepting us, is to thank you also for being such an important part of our history. And what you have done is not something that any nation can forget. So we are here to say thank you very, very much. We are also aware of all the steps you took, the efforts you made to preserve the negatives, to house them, the difficulties you had, even getting us as a nation to play our role about the preservation, the difficulties you've had in the past. What I can do here is to assure you on behalf of the nation to do whatever we can to ensure that we are owning this resource and using it to the best advantage, not only of our country. You know, Kwame Nkrumah never stood for one country as a Pan-Africanist, and he lived it. And therefore, it's very important that the stories are properly aligned and shared.
So on behalf of my household, I say welcome. Welcome to my humble home. You really surprised me today. No, you really surprised me. How do you get to know all these facts?
Oh.
What? You spoke the truth. And we know that the truth can make us free.
That's all.
But how did you get to know the truth and you spoke accurately? I'm just
I was
surprised.
going to ask if you promise to give me a certificate, then I'll tell you.
Enti Reverend Chris Hesse ena yekwohwe one Her Excellency Jane Nana Opoku Agyeman enkomodidi bebre ekokọ. So now this is the Vice President, a lot of NPP members na ankasa na say empanifo mo another communications team angasa in the NPP, the opposition party. They were like, where's the vice president? Ye uhuno ye ntenenka sabi ebi mu krase o maami we free mo beso mo beka na de na ekoso ebi mu so kika say now she's just a ceremonial president. Now chief of staff and I take you over as the vice president of Ghana ha ayehuno occasions do na say. So what is really happening? And Founders Day holiday and who say vice president, she's live and what pay visits to Reverend Chris Hesse, the personal photographer to former president Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Now we na man for Brazil so kasa Reverend Chris Hesse na kasa no asa yen ana no that much abanya ba ko yes ye hu so obi akosra no obi ni na kodi nkomo but the real and the original archives of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Reverend Chris Hesse ho and oko. Now the Ghana as a country, what are we doing for Reverend Chris Hesse? Because anyama be brave one wa you bet me a tape from him going into the Black Stars experience near day visit Ghana this man obet me a creative bibi kama ni padodo na bet me a kone na say aside say ananimpono bet me a some kind of tourism yibia obia free the diaspora omoba ombetimi akone nchen na omatimi ene na kodin kita ho no church omo niema bebre with Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah celebrating Founders Day enra na ene holiday. So yes, a lot of people are talking about the fact that Anna Papa we enough. And I will say it's me try as a country na yenko papa inase na yenko anano. And yes, Vice President Jena na Opoku Agyeman na komodidi enimu no ote say Reverend Chris Hesse kasa na okasa yes why dear so wetimi Jena na Opoku Agyeman Her Excellency wetimi abobo sam ne maybe so, and that she is speaking the truth. What truth is she saying? Yehu ne say ebi mu feel say abandadano the NPP omo ase omo nsheda nka omo ho nko the ideology of Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ase omo epese omo kata ne niema so ye beje di na say ye be kai say ba Founders Day edrume bi krase ye free ho na ye sanso ye de ba ye enti Nana Opoku-Agyeman, Reverend Chris Hesse say she's speaking the truth. And what was she really saying? Talking about the legacy of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Nana Opoku-Agyeman, esimu, people, kasafa some, and niema be memorable things okay about Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Who say yes, this is someone we can never erase from the history of Ghana. That yes. Her Excellency Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, we've seen her in action. And to the tag that the opposition was giving her, Omo Ede Emanono, Cecilia Betimi, Esisujina say yes. Yehu Vice President in action. Yehuno ewo, videos more, or ensha, ene ade. And yes, this is another updater. Yede Abremo on Her Excellency Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, a visit to Reverend Chris Hesse, personal photographer to Osaje for Kwame Nkrumah. He is the founder. Yedi Founders Day. They are celebrating no. And yes, that is our update. Yede eba de abremo. Next on our update. Yes, we'll go back to Kumase, the Ashanti Kingdom. Na yanimu eni enkomo bebre ewo honom na yemfamra na wanyanentie say there is someone and I say a regent Asante Hima all take you over. She's a caretaker Asante Hima. What and a history muno e na che se enti se Asante Hima ni hoi yetimi de sa nipa kro no eba be hye nanan ye be kona yakwa kotiatie mu na ye de abakosem bebre a fa ho de abremu. Now on our screens you will meet the acting Asante Hima Osaje fo Kisiwa Beye the second ono ena ogina mu and preparing. She is the interim Asante Hima until say 2 weeks eda yanim ye be hu say ye be elect a new Asante Hima. Oni Asante hini be jinam na omaye na konedu yadom onya ne ba bi koye no ye ba ababa be ye na ye. So on our screens Kokofu Hima ono ena se Asante Hima eni ho a obejinam as caretaker queen mother edema Asante man ewo Ashanti Kingdom ni mu na abakoso ni kire se Asante Hima akonya na nkasa no na efri Kokofu. And the very first queen mother, the first, ono ena ebeye the very first Asante Hima, 1701, emremu ho, satame na nana osei tutu, the first, ono ena oye the first Asante Hene, ewo Ashanti Kingdom. So ono ne time, ena yedi Asante Hima, odi kan so den esi so ono satame no na ofri, Kokofu. Ena yede no ebesi so enti going forward no na obi yede ne besi so bia na omufri hen Kokofu enti Asante Hene obaye obe make sure say ye be movie Asante Hima akonwa no ede aba yemfa ne se Kumase Asante Hene osai kwadwo okon awia ono ena obaye Omaye movie Asante Hima akonwa no edi free Kokofu ede eba Kumase enti se ye mane nye se yaji bibia de free Kokofu for nsam de. What are we giving them? So now eno na mane yese se Asante Hima eni ho empo se otu kwan ana se we free mu se de na na konedu yadom the second we free mu o free mu saa na chese o se yenya obi esi nanan because akonyano enikwa say edam pan yensie ne dia yes still now you believe that she's still with us and yenya sie ne pe someone has to take over and the obe take you over most at times and I said the eyen hyehyeye eda Asante man mu say oba na obedi ade and I say obetena mu as caretaker queen mother Kokofu Hima and Kokofu Hima ena waba be take over ojinam as the queen mother. So on our screens, as we were reading, we'll go back and then give you the update on our screens. The queen mother, ojinem, adiama, Ediama eye Asante Hima wenya ni baby ko yawada ye twemu ya na yede no ekoi. So the late Asante Hima na Kunadu Yadom the third was buried on the night of Thursday, a year 19th September 2025. After a year 4 days, I had a dot ye kama Eddie Ejane Quino. Now, the Asante Hine Osei the second is now expected, ye shenim, say within 2 weeks. Also, Oyi a year someone who will succeed, Nana Kunadu Yadom the third. Omesi na 9 na ometwa so as Asante Hima emfama the Ashanti Kingdom. Now, after a new queen mother is installed, after a year yenya obifufro within 2 weeks yenya obifufro amana betina kunya ne so no yebehwe se oni Asante Hine omo ebeka bom no ma organize the final funeral rites ede ama Asante Hima wanya ne baby kono enti de yehu ye ne de yes dot ye aye di kosie anasa ye kope baby ma na Kunadu Yadom the third ekoda but before the selection of the next Asante Hima, the paramount queen mother of Kokofu Hima, who together with the Kenyase Hima play important roles in the selection of the next queen mother of the Ashanti Kingdom, act as the regent of hers too. And see, Omumienu, Kenyase Hima, and Kokofu Man Hima, play a major role in the selection of a new queen mother. Yes, this is a tradition. The current Kokofu Hima is Osajifo Kisiwa Beye II, a royal of the Oyoko royal clan, like the Asante Hine and the Asante Hima. So she's one of the paramount queen mothers. Asante Mem. Yamana sa title no Osajifo. Enim senka Osajifo de ebianke de bema ehemfo mu ye mema no, but the most powerful because ono no ne etimi nka se Asante Hima ni ho a ono ene wo ho enti Kokofu enye kroketo a Asantefo yedi edi agrokra na yenhwe the regent queen mother wabesi Nana Kunadu Yadom the third wenya ne baby kono yenhwe she worked as a professional nurse in North Carolina US and a product of Agri Memorial Cape Coast. And yes, onye nipa hunu bi keke you know because dodo na ata say abrafo ne omo Asante Hene tenase omo tete nanim omo som Asante Hene ankasa no ebi mu ye doctors ebi mu ye professors empanimfo pa titre pa ena omo som de ye sikadwaba abonten a oso no. He's a lecturer and a professor KNUST. Enti Kokofu Man Hima asisi ono na etinam as caretaker queen mother and as tinam akosi say ye Asante Hima afoforo no. Yes, na oye nurse North Carolina osanso wie Agri Memorial. So yes, a lot of pictures and the videos and a na yehwe no ye screens no so no. Enti yes, said de bia metai ka no Asante akonwa no and the ho empire enti the moment obi be free so no na ye amamre ne amane nyina awia na e wo say ye pe na na musini and 10 times so say just 2 weeks. And in the next 2 weeks somewhere the very first week of October there should be an announcement the new queen mother ebeba basis on away and Kokofu Man Hima any Kenyase Man Hima omu edi muntintiman pa omu behwe aboa Asante Hene na yesi queen mother foforo. The regents of Asante Hima could be seen passionately chanting about the might of the Asante Kingdom. Ehunu ye na sia na all display tradition culture they actually. So this is from the aftermath of the dotiye edemana na Kunadu Yadom the third wajaye ho eko ya. Now next on our update ye call finance minister Kessel Ato Forsen. What is he saying? The Arab Bank, Omo ene Ghana atukese at a point, finance minister at a point, or da Omase on behalf of Ghanaians, or Omo supporter, or more they support the Ghanaian economy in their own way. What is he saying again? He says, I'll say within 2.5 years, you be a very, a very nice motorway. Elenke Kumase any encrying. And from Accra to Kumasi Highway, and some bebre, a war home, accidents bebre, and ACC or honoma. A lot of suggestions are as to a day and these two major cities. Ghana has a quino we was 6 lanes one chain, 3 lanes crowd one chain, and Kenya bad. And so this is what we have on our screens. A year coming from Dr. Kessel. Forcing the finance minister of Oman Kron Ghana. Earlier today, I welcomed the president of the Arab Bank for Economic Development in Africa, BADEA, His Excellency Mr. Abdallah K.H. Almu Saibi, to the Ministry of Finance. The president of Arab Bank for Economic Development in Africa. Arab Bank, there is a section of it. They ensure, say, at least economic development Africa, or more ebedi muntinti minor boa African countries now or more etime develop their economy. And the omo president or that section of Arab Bank Dr. Kessel Addo'S welcome the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and now they atu enim no. I expressed Ghana's appreciation to Badia's long-standing support, particularly in the social sector, which continues to be an investment in our future. Until Arab Bank no almost section almost economy. So in Africa, almost supporter, almost they are buying, especially in our social sector. Our social sector, it goes into our economy, or Dana say, or share and appreciation. Any investment, it is going to have a very, a long-term impact on the economy of Ghana. Also, despite the tight fiscal space, we must continue to invest in the real sector. And he said, I am very tight. Scanner buy na ekoha e buy na yenye sika bi say o sika we dey da honom say o e betimi adwudwe ho relax da bi sika bi buy wodwuma edi e be hia say the real sector e wo Ghana ha no ye be continue to invest in sika bi every Arab bank honeba it goes straight into the real sector. That is why government has begun feasibility studies for a new Accra Kumasi motorway to be constructed within 2.5 years. It's the real sector, one of them, and acquiring infrastructures. Some of the things are who say Sikaba or money way pertain the highway way, the sit down way, the sea market way, this project Muniade, and no. And I actually say because of this visit in a lot of feasibility studies also Accra Kumasi motorway or my Ghana. Who say do wanna start from Pokwasi de Yaba Pokwasi in Sawom de Nsusu Egusu Ekoso. A lot of them Ekoswa bypasses bebre and the main road na Nkasano or see na ye enu so nti eno na Dr. Kessel Addo'S and the abetu yanim say yes ye betimi enso ahwe honom ye nyina beje di say enche bia na ye big push President John Dramani Mahama elanche ya or they a lot of infrastructures abeshe majorly most of our roads the abeshe ma na ebimonso ka ho asam say na ye hwe big push no ye kwan ni mo ye constituency road enka ho enti president shebo say in as much as a big push no ho no there is I mean, there's an allowance be and I say there's space be I creating in the budget to take care of some of these roads are not any a big push. Now yanko video way. Ye besa basisi.
Fiavi Kwete, ministers of state and senior government officials, members of the Council of State, members of Parliament, the clergy, including my uncle Silva, who said the opening prayer, the regional chairman and all functionaries of the NDC, heads of security services, management and staff of the Ghana Highway Authority, management and staff of First Sky Construction Limited, friends from the media, good people of the Volta region. As Togbi Apede told you today, today is a great day. A baby is being born. And that baby is a healthy, bouncing, big push baby. And let me tell you the history of that baby. The baby was conceived sometime in 2020 and was supposed to be born. So if you look in the NDC manifesto of 2020, big push was there. But unfortunately, there was a miscarriage. Because in 2020, we didn't win the election. And so big push could not be born. But we didn't lose hope. So in 2024, we put the baby again and conceived the mother. This time, on 7th December, the baby was ripe for birth. And today, on 16th September, we are delivering that bouncing baby. Big push. It is not out of place that we are launching the big push here in the Volta region today. We did the first launch in Afienya, just outside Accra, and we came to continue the launch of the big push here in Volta region. And we're launching it in the Volta region because over the years, Volta region has had some of the most neglected, abandoned roads in the country. Year in, year out, the chiefs have cried for repair and maintenance of their roads. Roads that were commenced at a time when we were in office before 2016 were abandoned from 2016 and have not seen any maintenance over the years. And so it is not out of place that Volta region is among the regions that has the biggest share of the big push. When I appointed my younger brother Kwame Abuja as roads minister, when I called my ministers to my office one by one, with him, the instruction I gave him was, go ye forth. Biblical word, go ye forth. And work ye hard. And deliver quality and good roads for the people of Ghana. And so Big Push was one of the major tasks that I put in front of him. And he's been one of my most harassed ministers. No week passes without me calling him. And anytime I call him, where have you reached with the Big Push? He says, oh, boss, we're at the design stage. We're designing the roads. I say, but hurry up. How long does it take to design? He says, so we have to take our time so that we design the road properly so that it will last into the future. After a while, I'll call him again. He said, oh, we finished the design, we're packaging. After a while, I called him again. He said, oh, we finished packaging, we're now going to procurement. And of course, they've been in the procurement process for some time, but at long last, as our first president said, the Big Push is here. I know almost all the roads in this country because I've campaigned more than probably any president in history. I was running mate with Professor Mills in 2008. I went the length and breadth of this country, every single constituency I visited. I did so again in 2012. I did so again in 2016. I did so again in 2020. And I did again in 2024. So there's no road in this country that I have not passed on. And there was a chief, I've forgotten who he is, but I went to his palace. And he said, "Oh, Mr. President, we're going to vote for you. And we wish you well. And I'm sure that you're going to win the election. If you win the election, if you don't do anything at all, don't bother about hospitals and schools and this thing. You just fix our roads for us. And that if you just fix our roads..."
Okay, and see, President John Dramani Mahama Nyakote, any big push agenda. I can't basis say Arab Bank, almost support the brain, a finance minister, they are two and him say, almost making sure that Sasi can in the real sector, infrastructures, road. From Accra to Kumasi, one major factor, and also Arab bank almost support de bano. Now next, in our update, young call Scotland. What is happening in Scotland? Young Nabeka Kubala Kingdom. Kofi Ofe. Was see on the SCA. What's it on Asante Kingdom? War Scotland. We're recruiting in Kofo. Only omo juma is on our screens from graphic online. And now almost as a council moves to evict Ghana-linked African tribe from a Scottish land. In the border council war Scotland. And omode asanso abase. Omode fresh cases omo ede ebegyina so ede apamo Kofi Ofe. Said the way I wire any edit that screen so now. Aquano almost your pamu free has say. Na wasako bonus sing over before fro. Almost at 10 to 1 echi. Omo pamu free ha no okoba before fro. Omo pamu oma ya say akwa obeja the oye no. Nanka we free that particular place now or no. And so still this Ghanaian citizen still na onye na adwen say obe free ho. Na nenkofo oni omo edi sa adwuma no Juan Gasho ono Zimbabwe ni ena ba konso ye Cora Taylor ono so ye America na we na ye bisa senti America for mu hu sa munipa no odi semfo of Scotland enti yankon hwe omo video no omo omo enchantments ene omo nema from BBC omo so reporter omo de aba concerning this Kubala Kingdom.
Belong to the kingdom of Kubala. All land belongs to the kingdom of Kubala. For it is given to us, and we dwell safely wherever we choose to be.
Okay. And see Kofi Ofe on the Zimbabwe for any one American or more any was Scotland and be any cohen. On the other hand, we can also see a Scottish council, border council for no almost so they are bringing new court proceedings omo ebetimi Agyapong Kofi Ofe and in a pound for ADF on away. ena adwenkyere bebre ekoso say hey na Kofi Affair also koto kingdom say otiwo kingdom wa brochi a uhu ni say ebeye kese a chen kingdoms e wo Ghana ha ana so a lot of questions one say I mean some of him for mo ha especially Otumfo say how people revered him. I mean unka na asem na no adana akwaba koka ensemfun kakra sebe de fire otikoko so ho we all saw the aftermath the tona amount for my disfigure nanim yes we all saw it and ebi na Kofi Affair person oye na oya no ultimate ne kingdom no kakra and then nipa 3 nipa 4 nipa 5 nipa 5 no mo na say etre is this what Kofi Affair or ne Zimbabwe ni America ni omo was Scotland na hwehwe because akwana so odin opamuni free ha no akwa opamuni free ha asase no bi wo ho a yesi public owned yedi beye project free so na yemfa meye project o se da yetimi pam na the next baby obeko no is a private land obi private land o na wakobo ne sesen wo so eno so na sa private person de ne court because on ne be twa no enti court and some there the pray cost with Kofi Affair ne kingdom wakwakote
the funny thing is now saying we are having a lot of people coming in and wanting to do their own kingdom. So I don't know where that taste is coming from. Papa, you know, Osha is American born, but Osha definitely has some roots in Scotland. So Scotland not core, and according to him, the gods of the land, into which was the creator, the universe, it was I mean him say be asase ya o say asase kojo. And now what Chen is on same room ho na nkwate kingdom. And the funny thing is we have people and then ba omufi amanwodo also. Omo kwa they want to go. In fact, lady or Zimbabwe born and now we feed the crew. No, yes, so UK said we feed her and now Scotland. Scotland is part of UK. And we run or say or person ya queen mother. Into my pain one is Akuffo Addo'S. Definitely we are sending inti kingdom no person ne Otumfo inti ontimi nya ne kingdom e wa ha se na Igbo kingdom ne dia and you obekọ Scotland and they've tried. In fact say na waka no eyi ni fi ha na wakọ ha eyi ni fi ha na waka ha and it's like people on social media. I don't know if he has a TikTok, but on social media no a bit powerful. Yeah.
Yes, and see Kofi Affair and the updates maybe and de mamono
and I say kingdom of Kubala.
Yes.
Yes.
Kingdom of Kubala.
Or say all land belong to the Kubala. Was it given to us by the creator of heavens and earth? What you say? And
we dwell safely wherever we choose to be. And baby on person they have to dwell there. Or you have to allow them because it is very funny because even America because what you are doing, you are violating a lot of a year or more residential laws. Because say obi did na sase or not as a private owned land. Now about better so because say ya nhwene anka ho asama
kingdom
kingdom no better na nipa na fe de ogena sase a enye ebia na Igbo kingdom die enti eye anamon papa say most of our authorities are resisting it because yes tetimremu no and I say, oh, you be mobile because.
But you say three Ghanaian nationals who
yes,
and Mako set up the kingdom. It was Scotland.
It was Scotland.
Be more Omonwa Oshe Din Cry Asante for.
Yes.
And you say, was he a stop Igbo kingdom?
And America say, I mean, it was a very good move. Say, our authorities are stopping the Igbo kingdom because titimremu I say, oh, you be mobile or nyina. Na as at that time the social media were very high because with just one video obetimi convince obi amana ba kan ho before you realize no omatintim ewo kroma wo ye ho hwenye ye na papa you say afede okakodi ne yam festival we who say akokumasi akohu say o my tradition be kama any o may replicate the same thing e wo Accra and so ya man kwan enti before you realize enye titimremu no na niema enti say na because eno no na nipa kakra bi na betimi ehun kakra bi will get to know about you by eno no you can be here and you can go global Ebiane say Kofi Ofe, Ninkofi. Some people
Kingdom
were coming from Kingdom of Kubala.
Yeah, it made to Queen Fiat and Scotland ho. Na ade intia na Kofi Ofe ya Asante wan be yes our Asante memu.
Enti no na bi mu ka say because untimi me yes awo Asante memu nti ene ma me ntu bata na me nko te say de obi ka say o ma me nko bo bra wa abrochi na me mfa mranti okobo bra wa abrochi na the bad ya obeba no.
The lady wey na the princess and I said one of the queen
When the free Zimbabwe buy na she wanted to become the queen mother no.
The kingdom no.
And the kingdom no e won the king said the mu king
Uncle ya say you if any say we Ajagoraja.
Yes Koya say yes Koya say Bishop Community Amapa. Yes ladies ni be brave from different diasporas no mako Scotland ho bi mako na ase bi mako aba bi mu so omako boabo ho akofo mo ne ma ba se ya ope permanent baby a obehu se aha de obi antimi mepam ye mfamfiri ho enti onyane saa de a ne no obeto nsa na o de afre omo maka nyina na omo wa beka no enti ye hwe this new court proceedings from Scotland border council ho no omo ebetimi de apam Kofi Ofe ene ne kingdom no every Scotland enti Pinax update ena yede mo ebesi yeda mo se nipa dodo am online am hwe esisi no yeda mo nyina mo asese mo ne atena aba abesi sisi so stick and stay with us. We still have the next update yede bremo from free bear 6:30 ya ekoya. We have the next update yede bremo enti stay with us. We'll come along with your next update. Thank you for joining us.